Hi, my mathematicians. Happy Wednesday. Today we are starting a new topic, multiplying fractions. And I have to say, I do enjoy it because it is a lot fewer steps than adding or subtracting fractions. So the good news is everything that you really wanted to do with adding and subtracting fractions, you get to do with multiplying fractions. So remember when we were taking the easy way out by just adding or subtracting across, even if they had unlike denominators? Well, and Mrs. Weiner's like, you can't do that. There's a lot more steps to it. Well, guess what? With multiplying fractions, you get to do that. You get to multiply across, even if the denominators are different. Okay, so let's take a look at first creating models of what it looks like when we are multiplying a fraction by a whole number. Now, I don't want you to listen to these instructions, okay, because I was thinking I had done a video on this and followed the instructions, and I just kept thinking, I don't understand how this is working. So I thought up a different way that might make more sense. Okay, so here we have 3 times 3/4. So if we have a multiplication, we know that we have equal groups and we're joining those groups together. So in our area model, what I want you to do is make 3 equal groups, and I'm having trouble making straight lines. So hopefully we can do this. Okay, so here we have 3 groups, and they're supposed to be equal, if you'll just bear with me. So we have 1, 2, 3 groups right here. And each group is divided into fourths, right? So let's divide our groups into fourths this way. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. But our groups, we are shading in 3 out of the 4. So let's use our highlighter. And we're going to shade in 3 out of those 4. So if we do that, we can do this column, and this column. So that would be 3 out of the 4 in each group, correct? So our answer is going to be how many, remember we're joining groups together when we are multiplying. So if we are joining these groups together, we're going to find a total of shaded in parts. So what's our total of shaded in parts? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So my answer is 9 out of 4 shaded in parts. And if we go down, this is how we do it mathematically. We turn our whole number into a fraction. And how we do that is we take our whole number, we put our fraction bar, and then we put a number 1 below it. We talked last week about if we have a fraction that has the same number on the top and the bottom, that is the number 1. And I kept asking you to show me with an appropriate finger what that number 3/3 or 4/4 represents, and you would give me a number 1. Well, in order to turn a whole number other than 1 into a fraction, we put our fraction bar and put a 1 underneath. And then we just multiply across. 3 times 3 is 9, and 1 times 4 is 4. Well, we know that when our numerator is bigger than our denominator, that's an improper fraction, and we shouldn't leave it that way. We need to turn it into a mixed number. So here it already tells us that 9/4 is the same as 2 1/4. So how did we get that? Well, go back up to our model, and remember we have 3 equal groups. We have 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows. Well, if we wanted to turn our fraction into whole numbers, what we could do is take this 4th on the 3rd row here, and highlight this last fourth. So that would give me 1 whole. And then take this fourth from the 3rd row and kind of move it to this fourth right here. So that's 2 wholes. And what do I have left? Well, I have 1/4 left on this top row. So 9/4 is the same as 2 wholes and 1/4. Let's look at our other example, 5 times 1/2. Well, let's do the same thing where we are going to break our model into 5 equal groups. So we would need to draw 4 lines. All right, and then we are going to break all 4 lines or all 5 parts into halves. So let's make 1/2 down the middle. And one of our 2 parts is shaded in. So let's go ahead and shade in half of our model. So how many equal parts do I have now? Because remember, we're joining all of these equal parts together. That's what multiplication means. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal groups. I'm so sorry. I had to pause there for a second because something distracted me. Okay, so here we have 5 halves, right? We're joining together all the halves we made, and we have 5 of them. So 5 times a half is going to be the same as 5 halves. Well, and once again, we need to turn that into a mixed number. Well, let's see how we do it mathematically first. I'm getting ahead of myself. So once again, we need to, here's our original problem, 5 times 1/2. And we need to turn that 5 into a fraction. So we put our fraction line and put a, okay? 5 times 1 is 5, and we multiply across. 1 times 2 is 2. And we know that we need to turn it into a mixed number. So let's do what we did over here and turn bring a half on top down to the bottom to create a whole. So we're going to X out the top one and bring it down here to create 1 whole. Let's X out another one to create 2 wholes. Well, I don't have any more halves left to create a whole. So what do I have? I have 1 whole. Oops. I have 1 whole, 2 wholes, and a half. So 5 halves is the same as 2 and 1/2.